Hi everyone, this is a quick sharing about a tool in Polypad that can model addition and subtractions of positive and negative numbers. Now I'm in Polypad, and under the numbers tools and the last item here, additional tools, you can find a bucket of 0. Right? So you can take one bucket here and also a tiles, 1 and -1. And you can freely copy to duplicate more, just like what I'm doing here. So I'm just preparing some more tiles for demonstration here. So I simply copy and paste. Okay, so these are tiles of 1 and -1, and you can use it to count, okay, and then to get positive and negative numbers. And also bear in mind that if you put together a 1 and -1, you will get 0, and you can freely drag it to separate it again. Okay, and similarly, you can do so for any pair of tiles like this. And here you can see a bucket. You can see the total indicating and at the top. Now, let's suppose I put 4 tiles of 1 here, then you can see the total of 4. All right, similarly, if you take away 1, then you see 3. And also you can put -1 inside it. Now you can see the total is 2. Okay, you can also go to emphasize that when you put 2 together, they should have 0. All right, but basically it will show as a pairs of 1 and -1. All right, and then you can freely take any one out or any numbers of tiles in and out of the buckets and then see the total immediately, and they will be quickly rearranged, okay, in this way. So in this way, you can talk about the additions of positive and negative numbers, and then see the total, how it is shown on the inside the bucket, and you can move it around, and then you can see how the sums will be updated. But I find that it may not be so easy, okay, to separate the tiles in the bucket when I'm trying to move and drag the objects around. All right, so I suggest you to go to the authoring tool. Here in the second part of the toolbars, and you can choose to open the authoring tool and then select the bucket. And under this, now you have the options. Maybe I close this one first. So maybe I just drag these out. Okay. Okay, now I select the buckets, and then under interactivity, I can choose it to be locked. So in this case, when I turn off the authoring mode now and get back to the original toolbar, I cannot really drag the bucket, right? So I just fix the bucket here, and then even cannot select it at all. And then I can concentrating on selecting the tiles in and out of the bucket, right, for demonstration. Okay, now go back to some calculations. So similarly, we can put 4 -1 here, then you can see -4, and you can add 1 -4, or you can always take out some tiles, even the -1. In doing so, you can ask the student to predict whether the total will be increased or decreased while you take in and out certain tiles. So this will model the addition and subtractions of some numbers, which can be negative or positive. And you can, for example, and start with some positive one. Okay, so we have 4 here. And what happens if you add 3 -1 inside it? All right. So in this way, we are talking about 4 here. Okay, so I'm just writing down 4 plus -3. Okay. So I start with 4, and then I go on to add -3 inside, and what will happen? And then you can ask the student to predict the result, right, which is equal to 1. Similarly, I can also start with 4, but now try to remove -3 from it. Now, it can be a little bit tricky and very important step here. Although you see 4, you don't see -3. How can you take away -3 from this bucket? At this moment, you cannot do it, but you can freely add some zeros into the bucket. So actually, you can also discuss with students different ways of representing 4 inside the bucket, okay? No matter how many pairs of 1 and negative 1, that means how many 0 you add to it, the total will not be changed. Okay, now if you concentrate on this picture, we still have a total of 4. But here, now we can take away -3, okay? And the total becomes 7. So I just put it back again, and then to emphasize, what happens if you take away -3 from 4? And also notice that one important change is that if you take away a negative number, the total will be increased, okay? So this will give a sense of how subtracting a negative number leading to, or the equivalence to adding a positive number, okay? So let's do it again, taking away -3, and then you see the total. So you can also say that this one is equal to 7, right? So I hope that you find this useful, or you can use it to set up tasks of different kind of questions to work with students, and also put it in the decimal as well, right? So that is the end of the demonstration here.